I'd like to tell you a little story about changing gears in your business. I just came back home from buying groceries, and next to me was a young lady with a bicycle. And she was trying to change gears, and it just didn't click. Like, she was trying so hard. And it reminded me of how symbolic that is in that particular moment for my own life, and so probably also for yours. When you're an entrepreneur and you have your passion project and you know exactly where you want to go and what you try to build, but on the way there, it's just not clicking. It's just not how you envisioned the thing. And let's sit with that example of you being on a bicycle, going uphill, and you know if you switch gears, if you implement that little change, things will be so much easier, right? And you will be faster, it will be lighter, it will be good. And for whatever reason, your freaking bicycle doesn't do the thing. So sometimes you struggle and it just, what's the word? It's not clicking. So you have to go into another gear, which might be the third one, like the harder one, just to then make it easier for the chain to adjust, like the mechanics to work out and to jump into the first gear and all of a sudden go into flowing up the hill. And basically, my question to you is, in that particular situation, would you be hard on yourself because you don't know how to switch gears and you do everything wrong and it never works out for a year and yada yada yada? Or would you say, well, this little bicycle is really annoying, but I know it's supposed to work, so let me implement a few changes. Let me be a little bit more patient. Let me try something different because I know eventually it's going to work. And so you don't focus on that super stressful moment questioning your whole life or your bike or that hill. You just stay in the awareness that eventually it's going to click and eventually it's going to be easy, and eventually you will go uphill and just like enjoy the view, right? So I invite you, whatever particular business challenge you're facing right now, it doesn't matter if you're at the beginning of your venture or if you're like already having a successful business launch, there will always be another hill, there will always be another battle. And I invite you to really remember that little story. Eventually it's gonna get easier. And you better stay in the knowing and in the confidence and in the positive anticipation of that moment, because it can happen every second, rather than projecting and attracting all this negativity when it's already a challenge. To give you a more tangible example, I was writing a newsletter that morning and I checked my subscribers and I was like, oh my God, I lost so many subscribers. I think 100 subscribers. And instead of panicking and being sad about it and like, oh my God, it's never gonna work, nobody likes what I have to say. No, you have to immediately reframe it and analyze the data. Why did I lose 100 subscribers? Because right now, me and my business, I'm at the beginning of a new chapter, so my messaging changed. In the past, I was only focusing on breathwork. Everybody and their mother who was interested in breathwork was welcomed in my space, and they still are, but I focus my breathwork now particularly for business owners, entrepreneurs, and everybody who has a purpose and wants to use breathwork to get closer to the vision, the mission, the next product suite, the next success step, the next truthfully aligned step, and who wants to tap into their inner wisdom through breathwork and other somatic tools. So my messaging is very different. And obviously a few of my newsletter subscribers, who I'm very grateful for, just didn't resonate with this new messaging, and so they unsubscribed, and they will eventually come back when they are on a business mission, when they're about to create something that needs my guidance. So yes, I lost a few people, but I also know I will gain new people who align and resonate with what I'm doing now, which is somatic business advice. In conclusion, I'm curious to know, What is your struggling uphill moment right now? And did this video help you reframe the situation? Are you about to change gears and actually just have to be a little bit more patient with your bicycle, right? And second of all, if you're like me and a lot of my people in the community, you know all the things. You know that your inner state is important. It's a point of attraction for everything that will be created, co-created in this outer world. However, in the day-to-day, you might be sucked into the whole process and questioning and building the thing and just exhausted and in a very narrowed, focused mind space. Instead of just sitting there in stillness, taking a breath and connecting with the vision. So if you're not disciplined enough at the moment to do this, please know we will meet every Tuesday evening to do the visionary practice. It's a quick gathering, 30 minutes. There's not much blah blah. It's just a support for you to sit and connect with your vision. It's a manifestation work. It's free, but you guessed it, you have to subscribe to my newsletter, because everyone who's building and who wants to tap into a bigger vision and who needs a little bit of support with it is welcomed. So you find all the information in the link in bio, below in the caption. And yeah, I would love to welcome you there. It's basically a Google Hangout. I'm gonna guide you in, I'm gonna sit in your vision, and I'm gonna guide you out, all right? It's simple, easy, quick, and a very valuable practice. So head over to the visionary practice, and if you have any questions, reach out. Bye for now.